Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get you informed fast.
Yep.
And today, we've got some breaking news. A pretty major cyber attack hitting Uruguay.
Yeah, which is interesting, right? Because Uruguay is often seen as this digitally stable place, kind of a haven.
Exactly. So let's unpack this. There's a group, calls itself Vendetta Mafia.
New name, mostly. Could be anonymous related, could be separate, using the imagery, though?
Right. And they're claiming they've leaked the entire database of the Junta Departamental de Canelones.
Which is a big deal. That's a key local government body in Uruguay.
So our mission today, dig into this claim, understand the symbolism they're using, put it in context with, global events, hacktivism.
And figure out what it actually means for digital security. We're looking at news reports, some history on cyber stuff, even that 2025 Wikipedia update on Anonymous.
Yeah. For you listening, this is really about understanding to the front line. What these digital clashes mean for public institutions everywhere.
What's fascinating here, I think, is how an incident like this in a place like Uruguay becomes this important case study.
How so?
Well, hitting a nation known for digital stability. It's not just news. It's a stark reminder that really no digital setup is completely bulletproof.
A reputation built over years.
Can be challenged, yeah, potentially shattered, by a single tweet if the claim holds up.
So let's get into the claim itself.
Yeah.
This Vendetta Mafia, they posted on X June 23rd, 2:35 p.m. UTC.
And the message was blunt. Just, hello at Junta Canelones, fix your security database leak, followed by a link.
Cooper Direct. And they tagged major Uruguayan media El País, La Diaria, Teledoche. Plus those hashtags, hashtag anonymous, hashtag Vendetta Mafia, hashtag hack the planet.
Standard playbook for getting attention. They provided a Go file link, too. And this is key.
Still unverified. We have to stress that. Nobody's independently confirmed the data is real or what's in it yet.
Exactly. But the symbolism they did use is pretty striking.
The image.
Yeah, the image on the post. That classic Guy Fawkes mask, but split, green and white gradient on it, framed by these big red V-shapes, and their name, Vendetta Mafia.
A clear nod to anonymous.
Absolutely. Takes you right back to their 4chan origins around 2003, the whole V for Vendetta connection. That 2025 Wikipedia update actually touches on this continued use of the imagery. It instantly evokes that history of hacktivism.
Okay, so the imagery screams anonymous, or at least wants to.
Wow.
Who exactly is the target here? The Junta Departamental de Canelones. Why them?
Well, the junta is important locally. It handles governance, laws, oversight in Canelones, which is a really populous part of Uruguay.
So hitting them is hitting local government directly.
Right, and historically, groups like Anonymous or those using their banner often target government bodies. It's about making a statement. Remember the DDoS attacks back in 2010?
Yeah, shutting down websites.
Or Operation Ferguson in 2014. Cyber protests. Targeting government is symbolic. It's about disruption, exposure.
It feels strategic, definitely. But you mentioned timing earlier. This just happened right as global tensions are high. That U.S. State Department warning came out just the day before.
The worldwide caution on June 22nd, citing disruptions from the Israel-Iran conflict.
So is this attack strategic, like planned, or just opportunistic, jumping on the chaos?
I think it's likely a bit of both. Hacktivist groups thrive in these kinds of environments. Global chaos provides cover,
Makes sense. Attention is fragmented.
Exactly. They can exploit vulnerabilities, draw attention to their cause while the world is looking elsewhere. It dilutes the focus on what they're doing.
Okay, stepping back from the group and their motives for a second, what about the impact? If this leak is real, what does it mean for people, for Uruguay?
Well, potentially huge. If it's confirmed, you're looking at sensitive data possibly out there. Personal info, internal records, communications.
That would be a major blow for Uruguay, wouldn't it? They really pride themselves on their digital infrastructure.
It would be incredibly embarrassing. And it makes you think, like you said earlier, how quickly that reputation for stability can be undermined online.
It really does.
And the damage goes beyond just the data itself. It's about eroding public trust, confidence in institutions.
Is this part of a bigger trend, do you think? Like, are public bodies just generally vulnerable?
It certainly seems to raise that question again. I mean, look at other recent breaches. CSO Online just reported that massive 1.16 terabyte real estate database exposure on June 12th.
Wow.
It points to a broader issue, maybe systemic vulnerabilities in public sector digital security. It's a constant battle.
And still no official word from the junta or Uruguayan authorities. As of when?
Right. As of local time, June 23rd, around 1:29 p.m., still silence, which is also telling in a way. They're likely
Yeah.
scrambling to verify and respond.
Okay, so let's sort of recap where we are. We have this group, Vendetta Mafia, claiming a major data leak from a key Uruguayan government body.
Using anonymous imagery, making a very public splash.
But key questions hang in the air. Is the data real? We don't know for sure yet.
Still unconfirmed. And we're waiting for that official response from Uruguay.
So what does this all mean then, thinking bigger picture?
I think it shows pretty starkly that digital stability, even for a country like Uruguay with a good track record, isn't guaranteed. It's something that needs constant, vigilant effort.
Right. Not a fixed state.
Not at all. And it leaves you wondering, doesn't it, how incidents like this might reshape online security, digital activism going forward.
Yeah, and what does it suggest for any organization, public or private, trying to keep their data safe in this, well, increasingly connected but also pretty volatile world?
That's the question everyone needs to be asking. Constant vigilance, really.